Hello everyone, my name is Saokosal. This is part 2 of the navigation drawer. So I continue from the previous video about the basic of navigation drawer. I talk about how to customize some of the basic things of the navigation drawer, including the icon, color, menu, and add some fragments in there. So now we go on to part 2. We're gonna add some views there and then put some event handler on that. Okay? Okay, this is the navigation drawer. We could click on the camera, we click on the gallery, the fragment is different now, okay? And even we can pass data by the new instant method and get the data back by the callback method. Now we want to put some, maybe a button into the camera fragment. So let's go to fragment camera here. So now I want to have two edit tags and one button. So you want to give some ID and then hint to the edit tags and the button as well. Double click on the edit tags. I will call ET email. Okay, yes. And this one is ET password. And this one maybe just okay. Okay. And maybe you want to give a hint to the edit tag. So go hint here. Enter email. Enter password. Okay. So now you want to put some event on there. So maybe the button click. So this is a fragment camera. So you go to camera fragment Java here. Like I said in the previous lesson, the most important method is on create view. Okay. This is a place you want to apply the views on that. So, but this one is you need to return the view instead of the raw one. And now you want to declare an edit tag outside. So et email, et password, button bcn. Okay. Here you can get it back just like usual. But when you call findViewById, there is no findViewById here, but you can just call from the view because view here inflate the fragment. Okay, so you can get the findViewById method of the view. Okay, now just like usual. And the same to password. So the text view findViewById all.id et password, lastly button, hit an OK. all.id dot hit an OK. Then you can have an event here. Okay, so it's best to call the event handler, the callback over here. You can use just the anonymous class. Okay, it's better to call like this in the fragment. And then you can have a tool. Okay, and then maybe you think that okay, maybe this. Okay, and then click. Short. Okay. but there is no this because remember toast is attached to the activity, is not on the fragment. So this here is not the real one because we want to get the activity. Just call uh, camera fragment this dot get activity. Okay, so you want to refer to the fragment because remember the fragment inflate to the like by the manager. Remember that? So, yeah, the main activity here. You can have the manager, the fragment manager. So it replaces the relative layout with the camera fragment. Okay, so the fragment now it is belong to the main activity. Because of that, you can call the this dot get activity inside the fragment. Okay, so here is how you call the find view by ID inside the fragment, and to call the activity, which is the contact, by something like this. Okay. Okay. Now you go to camera. Yeah. Okay. You see, you go to gallery now. Something different. Let's say just before. Now click. See, you can see the even click now. Now you want to compare, like if et email, say the text here, dot toString equal. For string in Java, you cannot say the word equal like this. You have to use the method equals, okay? And then you can equal to something. Let's say I want to test it if it is controller, okay? And maybe the password too. Use the password. And let's say correct. Else incorrect. Just a testing, nothing special here. Okay, so let's say console and console. Okay, correct. So I type something else. Incorrect. Okay, that's all. Now let's change something in the gallery. I want to add like list view in the gallery. Just an example. Okay, so I just want to use a different thing, different component. So the list view here. So double click on it. Let's change LV product. Okay. So in the gallery fragment here, now you have this, but actually you don't need anything like this. So you just don't think about it. But this one is the same thing. You have to call view and cut this code and return the view. Okay. So here you can add data into the ListView. So ListView need an adapter need like a data and then the layout. So maybe we can create a class to hold the data. So I call product. So private, maybe name, quantity, and double price. So I need a constructor. So go to code, go to generate, and then call constructor here. So first I need the none one, and second go to generate, or maybe Control N on Mac. Okay, and instructor again, and then check the tree, and I need setter and getter here. Okay, this is a class for you, so go here, and then you need array list, okay, of product, and I call product, and new array list. So just add p1 new product, and maybe code 100 and 0.5, but what is it, integer? Okay, maybe the constructor has the wrong place. Let's go. Yeah, so we just cut like this. Fine. Now maybe you need some more. You want a lot of data, you can generate from for loop, okay, but just let, it's not that important for now. Just some example here. Now you add all the data into the release product. Like this, then you need an adapter. So I just use a simple array adapter. It's easy. Yeah. Adapter, new array adapter. Okay, and this one you need this. Okay, I will change the list later. And then second one, you need a resource, because we don't have any resource. Just use the default one from Android. So we use the simple list item one, and the last one is the data product. And this one is the same thing. Okay, now you need the gallery fragment dot this and dot get activity. Okay, and lastly you want to add to the list view, so I call LV product view findViewById or .id.lv product here, and LV product set adapter done. Okay, so run it. Okay, so as you can see now you have a problem because data doesn't go well, because the simple list item you just hold only one data. But you can use a library from findAdapter here. Here you can just type findAdapter, just go to the GitHub. You can see another video about this, but just an example of the navigation drawer. Just want to do the quick thing here. Go to Gradle, add the Gradle here. Sync. So you need the internet to sync, okay? Okay, his library got one bug. So to fix that, you go to manifest, Android manifest. Actually, it's not necessary to do until this. You can just stop it because you know how to do that. But maybe you want to know how to, make a list and then make an array adapter easily. So you want to learn more. So here, so you want to learn more. Maybe you can just sit and watch. So need to add the namespace, new one, control space here, and use the last one, the tool, and here we call tool replace, okay, and drawing icon. The problem is that in the library of his, he got the icon IC launcher, the same thing as us, so that is the problem. So now we need to sync, but maybe you need to run, and if it is working, then you can use this library. Okay, looks good. So now we can continue. So for the list view, you need um, a layout for that. So here we use the simple one, which is not correct. So we need to add a layout for the list view item. So you go down and XML layout XML file, and I call product list, product layout. And you are free to change the layout to anything. Maybe relative is a good one. Okay, so maybe some text, maybe the big one, and the medium one, and another medium one. So the first one is TV name for the name, and this one TV quantity, TV price. Okay, now you can use the bind dictionary from the findViewById library to bind the data together. So call bind dictionary. So his library is very flexible. You can just add, like any data bind to the another one to the text. So now I just need to add string field. So all.id.tv name, the one that we just created, and call new, control space, string, extract, and then one, you want to return the product, let's call product like this, and product now is get name, okay. So you do the same thing to the other string. So we'll change this to quantity, okay, get quantity, but this one is a string. I'm sorry, this one is the integer, and you add the string, so just add this fine, and the price. So the same thing is a boolean. So it's the same thing is the double, so need the string for this. So now you don't need the array adapter anymore. You use the fun adapter instead. Okay, the one that we just got it from the GitHub. And I call it adapter, new adapter. So this, and then array list. What is it's a product, and then resource layout. So all dot layout dot the product layout here, and the last one is a dictionary. But this one got a problem because you need to call the gallery fragment dot this dot get activity. Okay, then use the adapter attached to the LV product. Okay, gallery, see that? Okay, so now you got it correctly. Maybe the last one I want to have an event on the item. So just call LV product, set on item click listener, new control space, enter. Okay, so here you can grab a data. Okay, like you click on that, you can grab a data of the product selected. So to get that, you need to call the product, and product has to be final. You want to use the product inside the anonymous class, so product has to be final. And then you can define an object, maybe a selected product, and product get position. So this is the position. So position here is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you click on, let's say, cocktail, so 0, 1, 2, 3, so it will get the data of the position number 3. So it is a cocktail 302.5. Okay. So pause it. Again, this one you need the gallery fragment this dot get activity, selected product, get name, short, show. Okay. 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 Go to gallery again. Now let's click on cocktail. See that? Cocktail. Okay, now you can just do anything with that. Okay, that's it for my video. So if you like this, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the third video. Thank you.